Greetings, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me for a tarot reading. And the deck I'm using is actually a new deck. It's the Starseed Oracle, and it is written by Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork done by Danielle Noel. And beautiful souls, you are listening to another great frequency from Love Motives. It's called Violet Aura, Ascension Vibrational Frequency Spiritual Protection. Why? Because I had shared in one of my videos that I was actually psychically attacked. Okay, and that's what the devil does. Evil forces, that's what they do. But they are only low vibrational energy, which means you could actually, if you raise your vibration higher than what their vibration is, they can't, it doesn't bother you, and it actually tunes them out. Okay? So, this particular reading, beautiful souls, is the Star Origins 5-card spread. And as you can see, card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, and card number 5. And I haven't turned them over, okay? Because I want to kind of give you guys that surprise effect. So, let's get into the reading. The first card is your soul gift. Basically, what you came here to express and share with the world. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer, and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylonians connected the feminine goddess Ishtar to the planet Venus, and in Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being human, to focusing on what really matters and enjoying your incredible life. Questions to ask yourself: how can you surrender to the sweetness of life? What's one way you can enjoy your life a little more? Throw that question out to the universe, and I guarantee you will receive an answer. So, on the next side, number 2, is your karmic wound. And your karmic wound is what you came here to heal. Let's flip that over here. Okay. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. And I hope you guys, if you don't know how to ground yourself, basically you can meditate. You could go into nature, okay, walk barefoot, hug a tree. It all works. And make sure that you're also eating green, okay? All right. So, you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world, to anchor this light. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location, you may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission: to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world, but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. Starseed activation. Repeat after me. I acknowledge that I'm a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. And you could actually place your hand over your heart. And I'm going to repeat it. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. And remember, I said you can actually ground yourself by going into nature, going to the beach, you know, any place on Earth that is real. Okay? Nature, the beach. All right? You can't get grounded at an amusement park. Okay? All right. So, moving on. The next card, card number 3, is your life lesson. What you came here to learn. Let's flip that over. Star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So, at some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with each other. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you are with them. You feel more yourself with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror, because in a way you are. Often, you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or soul breaking occurs. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your soul family, your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family, or you're about to. Things to ask yourself. Who do you think is from the same star family as you? How can you call upon them for support? Now, beautiful souls, the next card is card number 4, which is your current obstacle, the thing that's challenging you the most. Let's flip that right on over. Okay. Fall into my arms. Surrender holding the opposites, extremes of life. Excuse me. All right. Venus energy. I'm sorry. Hold on. So, surrender holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. And Source, everyone, is God. The universe is also God. God is the most powerful existence there is. And in every one of us, just like God Almighty, we both have Y and O chromosomes. I'm sorry, Y and X chromosomes. So, we have feminine energy and we have masculine energy. Okay? So that is what this is referring to. So, surrender to God. Surrender to Source. Okay? So let me start over. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be here when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often, we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow. And it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So be strong and trust in God. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. To let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the extinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, your worries, your hurt, your sorrows, your fears, your burdens, and your doubts. Lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more widely the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. And the starseed activation, place your hand over your heart and repeat, I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. And if you feel more comfortable, you can say, God Almighty. So I'm ready to embrace the extreme of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto God Almighty and fall completely into his arms. Whatever you feel comfortable with. But remember, God is everything. Okay? And the last card, which is the 5th card, and that is your soul calling. What your soul is calling you toward. And let's flip that over. All right. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out and find your common ground. Okay? And that's the picture here. None of this matters. Which means if you're focusing on the distractions of the evil forces, guess what? Zoom out. That is not where your purpose is. Okay? So we should know COVID was fake. And that was for them to basically distract us from the truth that is all coming out. Okay, which is our abilities, who we are, etc., etc. I will get into that. But my agenda is to basically give you guys, a little better perspective and let you, have a more positive feeling about what is going on. Okay? But let me say this. Everything is happening at the right time for the right reasons. So rest assured, you are okay. We won because God won. All you got to do is tune in and do what is right. What you know is right. So the last card, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in the fleeting moment, in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. Questions to ask yourself: how are you being called to change your perspective? And beautiful souls, I'm just going to go over the cards one more time. So this was card number 1. Your soul gift, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So live. Card number 2, your karmic wound, what you came here to heal. Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Card number 3, life lesson, what you came here to learn. Your star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Beautiful souls, you're never alone. Okay? So if it's time to call in your soul, your star family, go ahead and do so. This is a sign that you should. And number 4, your current obstacle, which is the thing that's challenging you the most. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life, which means give it to God. And the last card, beautiful souls, your soul calling. What your soul is calling you toward. Perspective. None of this that is happening now matters. Zoom out and find a common ground. And the common ground, you are a child of God. Who are you? What makes you happy? And when I say happy, I mean truly happy, not temporarily happy, like, oh yeah, let me get this car. That's not happiness, genuine happiness. Okay? So, beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me for the Starseed reading. I will be doing the Light Worker Oracle reading shortly. Okay? Give me a moment. Let me re-energize myself, and I will be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, El Boogie Time. Thank you, Queen Ro. God bless you guys in all aspects of your life. And hopefully I will see you guys for the next reading. If not, you catch it when you catch it. Love you guys. And may God bless you. See you soon. Bye.